Okay, so I have created an empty repository, and now you can see here, we've gone back to the previous stage. Now, here I'm going to create a new Maven project. Delete. Delete this project. Okay. So nothing is there on this repository now. So now I'm going to create a new project, Maven, and then the location, I'm pointing back to the folder that we checked out. So this is the location. And then these are all pretty standard. Giving the full stack training, full stack, and then okay, so now new project has been created under this, you can see here. So now we have one more folder, full stack training. Once you go inside the full stack training, you can see all the form.xml on that Maven generation. So now let's go to the Maven, and the Maven project is generated. Okay, so once it is there, now what I'm trying to do is, so once the Maven project is generated, you will see something like this, Maven, Java, and then full stack. I'm deleting that full stack folder and then keeping it as, even in the test folder, you will have Java full stack training. Okay, now both the folders are in refreshing the project structure. Now you can see here, under the source, you have main, under the test, you have Java, and then you will have a target folder and the form.xml. This is the minimum setup, creating a Maven project. Now I'm pointing this Maven project to 1.8. So add the library and finish and remove the older one. Okay, move to 1.8. Once it is now, now I'll copy the whatever from the other projects, just like what I showed you other day. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm copying the version. This project needs to be run under version 1.8. And now I'm adding, Spring-specific form dependencies. So I'm adding the parent one. So this is a parent for running the Spring. And then I'm adding other minimum set of dependencies that is needed. We already talked about it. Okay. So now Spring-specific dependencies are added. And then this build plugin. So I'm adding the build plugin too. So here, this plugin you don't need. This is Docker specific. So Spring may boot Maven plugin. This is what you needed. I will remove the JUnit dependency also. Okay. There's a minimum set of Spring specific configuration you need on form.xml. And then in the Java, here in the Java, I'm creating the package dot. Okay, I'll make it as a prio hire. And underneath, I am creating a entry class that is prio application. This is our entry point. Okay, so this is also nothing new. I mean, whatever I explained earlier, I'm doing the same thing. So I am keeping the main method for the entry point for the Spring Boot application. Okay, so now what's happening? Okay, import problem, that's all. Same thing, right? New application class. Now this might be yeah. So this compiled, and then the next one I'm adding another package for controller, and then I'm adding a base controller, nothing but the line controller. So to make it controller, you need to add the annotation controller. Okay, I'm keeping it just the basic one, a simple method without having. Okay, so that's about only the controller setup. Now, once you have it, let me refresh this project. Okay. So now you have under source main, and under the main, I am adding another folder, resources. And under the main, I am adding one more folder, web app. Under the web app, I am adding the JSP file. JSP. So I'm adding home.jsp. I just keep something. And under the resources, I'm going to add another, application dot properties. Okay, so here under main, we should have the resources and then application dot properties. I'm just configuring the same JSP configuration backend. That's it. So now still I have a problem here. We'll see what is the problem. Okay, up to date it. So I'm just updating the Maven project. Okay, it's gone. So that's the minimum set I did. Now let's run and see how that works. Okay. So you see here some other problem happening. Embedded web application due to missing embedded servlet container. Okay. Let's see. Did I copy the same form.xml? Bootstrap GSTL, yeah, embedded Jasper. Let's see. Okay. So there I might be missing one more. Again, don't refresh it. Is that any Tomcats are running? Okay, nothing is running. Oh, what jar file? I made it as a jar file. That's a mistake. So
Even now I noticed.
So let's see. So I converted it as a var file. Okay, it still failed. Cancel, refresh. Annotation, configuration, embed. The hell? I was able to run this. Oh, this one, sorry. Spring Boot application. This is missed. Okay. See, now the application is started. Let's run this. How come it ran yesterday? Okay, we'll see.
I guess we need to change that JSP file, JSP 1.8, JSP to 0.8 or 1.8.
Pardon me?
We need to change that. We need to update that JSP to 1.8.
This one?
No, not this one. We used to update it from 1.6 to 1.8, right?
Yeah, my project is already at 1.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Something is still showing here. We'll see.
In web apps, there has to be a JSP folder, right?
I did it, right? Oh, yeah, good catch, yes. You're right. Because that's what we configured, right? So, this won't move. Why it's not moving? Okay, somehow my Eclipse is not moving. Okay, that's fine. I'll create a new file. JSP firm.jsp. I'm creating another file inside there and then deleting the outside file. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. This time it's supposed to work. What is happening? JSP, JSP. Main web app JSP, JSP / JSP. I don't think that should be causing a problem. This is coming from web app JSP. Correct. And application.properties. Oh yeah, because of the fast typing, I made multiple mistakes. Rename. I made the file name wrong. Application.properties. Okay, application.properties. Yeah, done. So now it's working properly. Now I'll add, just for the, information purpose, I'll add something here. Simple title. Welcome, or, just say prior hire. This will go, whatever that comes here, that will come here, this one. And then inside the body and something. I'll just keep some, temporary H1. So, something. So I made few minor changes in the JSP. I mean, it's nothing. It's not even JSP change. It's a simple HTML change. Okay, now I'm refreshing back to same page. Okay, that's it. It's a basic Spring application setup. This is how you can set up the basic thing. So, any questions on this?
No questions.
No.
Everybody is clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what I can do is I can push this change to remote. Git add. So these are the new changes coming in. Git status on the branch master. I'm doing git commit as AM. Basic Spring Boot setup. Git K. Okay, so I have only one commit having all these changes. Now I push to master, and I'm creating the develop branch also. Git push, okay. So now two branches I have created. Now all the branches is having the same source code. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to lock these two branches, meaning you can check out, but you cannot push any code into these two branches. So you can create sub branches out of this code and do any changes that you want, and create sub branches on your name. 1 minute, let me lock the branches first. Here, protected branches. Okay, that's fine. So both branches are logged in now. So I'm the only one person can update these branches, but you guys can check out these branches and make a branch on your name and play around with this setup, the basic Spring Boot setup. Tomorrow, what I can do is I will start writing, minor JSON web services. So slowly we will get into how to write a RESTful web services.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
No question.
No questions.